Hello everybody and welcome back on my channel. My name is Alex and today we're gonna make the assembly of this kind of machinist jack. We have here the drawing. It's not my drawing, as you can see. I found it on Pinterest. It's from CAD/CAM tutorial. So I don't intend to steal it or something like that, but I'm gonna use it to make my own tutorial. And we're gonna start with the base. As we can see here, we have 6 components. So let's go ahead and start it. This is how it's going to look at the end. And we can see on the drawing we also have a material, so we're gonna apply that material. Alright, let's open a new SolidWorks document, select here part, and now let's select here plane white and let's open a sketch in the top plane. And here to make that base we'll start with a center rectangle. And now it's smart dimension, let's define it. First here will be 58 millimeters. And here will be 132. And now let's make a center line. Make it vertical like this and then select circle. And let's make a circle here. Select this circle with this center line and select here mirror entities command. And now it's smart dimension, let's define this. From this center point to this line here will be 16 millimeters. And this circle will have the diameter 14. And now select this center point with this one and select here make horizontal. Now go to features, use extruded boss base command, and here the thickness will be, first here we'll keep blind, and here the thickness will be 14 millimeters. Press here OK. And now let's open a sketch in the front plane, where we're gonna make the next sketch. Select line, and we'll start like this, and here we'll make an arc, and then back to this point. Now select this point and select here make tangent. Now select these two lines and make them equal. Select this center point with this origin point and select here make vertical. And now it's smart dimension, let's give a radius for this arc. And here will be 20 millimeters. And then this line here will have 75. Okay, and now from this center point to this edge here will be 54. And now select circle again and let's make another circle in this center point. Make sure that it's concentric with this arc. And now smart dimension, let's give a diameter for this circle and it will be 16 millimeters. Alright, and now we'll go to features and we'll use extruded boss base command. First we're gonna select here, instead of sketch plane at from, we'll select offset. And the offset will make it 16 millimeters. And then here we'll select blind and here we'll make it 10 millimeters. And this should be good. Press OK. And now from the drawing we can see that this should have the thickness 10 millimeters. And from this face to this one should be 3 millimeters. To check that, we'll go to evaluate, select here measure. And first let's check from this face to this one. We can see the distance is 3 millimeters. As stated on the drawing. And now let's check the thickness for this. It's 10 millimeters. That's good. And I'll have to make another one like this on this other side. To do that, we'll go to features, extruded boss base command. We're gonna use the same sketch. Go to boss extruded 2, select sketch 2. The same, we'll select here offset. This time we'll have to reverse the direction. And this will be the same distance, 16 millimeters. And here we'll have to reverse the direction again, and it will also be 10 millimeters. Now from the preview it's looking the same. Press OK, and now we have the second one. Now what we'll have to do is to apply some fillets. So select fillet, the radius will be 5 millimeters, and we'll select first this edge, and we'll go ahead and select this one, connect it to start loop. We must have all these 4 edges, and then we're gonna select this one, and we'll select this one, connect it to start loop again to have these 2, or you can just select them like this. And in total we should have 8 edges. Press OK. And now this should be the base. And what we'll have to do next is to apply the material. So right click on material, edit material, and we'll select this one. From steel 1020, you can see here the density, and press here apply and close. This is how it's going to look. It's very easy. Now let's open a new SolidWorks document, select here part. Let's make this plain white, and let's open a sketch in the front plane. And here we'll make the next sketch. And now we'll make an arc. And now select Smart Dimension and let's define this. Here will be 32 millimeters. And here will be radius 22. From this point to this line here will be 50. Now let's make these 2 equal. And let's see, let's make these 2 vertical, sorry. And now select this one with this one and select here coincide. Okay, now let's select circle again. And let's make here another one. This one will have the diameter 16. And now go to features, use extruded boss base command, and here we'll select mid plane, and the thickness will be 32. millimeters. Press OK. And now we'll have to make that hole. To do that, we'll go to hole wizard. So select hole wizard. We're gonna select this one, straight tap. Here standard will keep ISO, and here we'll select tapped hole. Here the size, as we can see, is M20 with the pitch 1.5, 2, and M20 simple. So we're gonna use this one. Let's see, for M20 simple is no pitch. Alright, so we're gonna use pitch 2 instead of 2.5. And here end condition will be blind. This will be the depth for our hole. And we select here depth up to shoulder, and it will be 38. And here the depth for the thread will be 34. Alright, and here we'll keep this one, cosmetic thread, and everything else should be the same. Now go to positions and select 3D sketch. We're gonna place it like this, and then to position it, we'll select center line, and we'll make a center line like this, and then one like this. Make sure that this one is in this middle point for this edge, and this one starts from this middle point from this edge. And this one should be along x-axis, and this one should be along z-axis. And I will select this point, with this point from the hole and select here make coincident. Now this is in the center. Press here OK. And now this is the hole. Now we cannot see the thread. To see the thread, go here to options, go to document properties, go to detailing, and we can see here on the right shaded cosmetic threads. Select this and press OK. And now we can see the thread. Now what we'll have to do is to apply the material. Right click here on the left on material, edit material, and we'll have to select from steel this one. Press here apply and close. And this is the second part from this assembly. Don't forget to save it. This is going to be very easy. Now let's open a new SolidWorks document, select here part, and let's make this plain white. Now we'll open a sketch in the top plane. And here we'll select circle and we'll make a circle with diameter 16 millimeters. And now go to features. And here we're gonna use extruded boss base command. And here will be 68 millimeters. Press here OK. And now we'll select this face and we'll open a new sketch. We'll select polygon and we'll make one like this. Then select this center point with this point and select here make vertical. And now with smart dimension, let's give a dimension from this point line to this line. And here will be 25. Now go to features, use extruded boss base command again. And here will be 10 millimeters. Press here OK. And now let's open a sketch in the right plane. And here let's start with a center line. Make it starting from this midpoint to this one. And now we'll select 3-point arc. And let's make here an arc. Make it like this. And then with smart dimension, let's give a radius. Here will be 2 millimeters. And now select line and let's close this sketch like this. Then select this point and select here make tangent. Do the same with this one. And now we'll go to features again and we're gonna use revolved cut. This center line should be selected here and here we'll keep these settings. Press here OK. Alright, and now for this thread here, that is a cosmetic thread. So we don't have to do many things about it, we'll just have to find it. If you don't know where is it, for example, is you have to go to insert, to annotations, and then you can find it here, cosmetic thread. You can go up here to the right at this search icon and just write here cosmetic and it should appear. And if you want to see where is it, show command location, click on this eye icon and it's going to get you to that command you are looking for. See, right here from annotation, it's going automatically there. So yeah, let's insert it. So select cosmetic thread. Here we'll have to select the edge. The starting edge will be this one. Here the start face or plane, we can select this one. And here at standard, always I am using ISO, but the problem is here that we don't have M16 with 2 millimeters the pitch. So I've seen that at NC metric. Here is it. Here it is. We're gonna keep the type machine threads and the size we have it M16 with pitch 2. And here we'll keep blind and here 20 millimeters. And now press OK. Now we cannot see it because this is cosmetic. We'll have to go up here to options, go to document properties, go to detailing, and then select from here shaded cosmetic threads. Press OK, and now we can see it. Now the last thing that we'll have to do is to apply a chamfer. So select chamfer. The dimension will be 1 millimeter, and the angle will be this one. Select this face or this edge and press your OK. And now let's apply the material because we have it on the drawing. Right click on material, select here edit material. All the components will be from this material, steel AC1020. Click here apply and close. Alright. And now at the last component, the swivel, let's open it. We have to change something. So is that this hole right here? Because I couldn't find the one with the pitch 2.5 as specified on the drawing. Right click on it, select edit. Is because here at standard I'm always using ISO, but if we go again at asymmetric, we have the size we need, M20 with pitch 2.5. So let's change this one to, it was, yeah, M20, because this is how it's on the drawing, and keep all the other settings the same. Press OK. And now everything is according to the drawing. Don't forget to save it, save them both. Let's go ahead, we're gonna start with this screw. So let's open a new SolidWorks document. And let's make here plain white. And now we'll open a sketch in the front plane. And here select circle. And this circle will have the diameter 20 millimeters. Go to features, use extruded boss base command, and here will be 56. And now we'll open a sketch in the top plane. We'll make here a circle. And now it's smart dimension, let's give a dimension from this center point to this origin point. And here will be 16 millimeters. And now this circle will have the diameter 10.5. Now select this point with this one and select here make vertical. Now go to features, use extruded cut, and here instead of blind in your case select through all both. Press OK. Now I'll have to apply a fillet on this side. It will be a cosmetic thread, actually a thread, not a fillet. Yeah. Anyway, we'll have to go to this arrow, go to insert, go to annotation and select from here cosmetic thread. Here we'll select unsymmetric, machine threads, and here the size will be M20 with the pitch 2.5. Select here blind, and here will be 32 millimeters. And I'll have to select the starting edge, will be this one, also this face, and make sure that these are the same. Press OK. And now to be able to see this thread, go up here to options, document properties, detailing, and select from here cosmetic threads and press OK. Now we'll have to apply a chamfer, so select chamfer. The dimension will be 1 millimeter, will be this face with this one. Press OK. And I'll have to apply the material. Right click on material, edit material. All the components will be from this material. Click here apply and close. Nice. Now don't forget to save this one, and let's go to the next one. So let's open a new SolidWorks document, part. The next one will be the lock nut. Let's make here plain white. And now we'll open a sketch in the front plane, and here we'll make one circle. This circle will have the diameter 45. Now go to features and use extruded boss base command, and here the thickness will be 8 millimeters, or the depth. Here we'll keep blind, press OK. And now we'll select hole wizard, and here we'll select this one, hole. Here we'll keep asymmetric. Here we'll select drill size, and here we'll select size 18 millimeters. Let's see if we have it. So let's go ahead and select 18 or 18.5. One of these should be good. We're gonna make it a little bit smaller than our size on the drawing. And press here OK. Actually go to positions, and we'll have to put it in the center of this part. Place it on this face, and then select this face with that point and select make concentric. Now press here OK. And now let's see how we can make this thread here. Let's try with cosmetic thread first, then we're gonna go ahead and use this thread from hole wizard. This is more like a real thread because it's gonna cut into this part or extrude, but in our case it will cut. So let's go ahead and use the cosmetic one first. Go to insert, go to annotation, go to cosmetic thread. Here we're gonna start this. We're gonna select the starting edge, will be this one. And let's see if we can select M20, but we cannot select the pitch 2.5 for some reason. Maybe it has something to do with the dimension of this hole. Anyway, you can use this one. This is just an example. We're not gonna let this one. And here we're gonna select up to next or true. I think it should be good, and let's see how it's going to look. Let's go to options and let's make it to appear, detailing, shaded. Okay, so it's looking good. We can leave it like this, or we can, let's undo this. We can go to hole wizard, to thread. We'll select the starting gauge, will be this one. Here let's make an offset of 2 millimeters and reverse. Here let's keep blind and let's make it 12. Alright, here we're gonna keep metric tap, and here we can select the size we want, M20 with the pitch 2.5. And everything else should be the same. Make sure that here is cut thread, not extrude thread. And press OK. And now this is how it's going to look with this thread, with the thread actually like real, not just cosmetic. So it's up to you which one do you want to use. It has no real importance. Anyway, let's get to the next thing. So what we'll have to do next is to change this the appearance of this face, because on the drawing it's saying that is knurled surface. To do that, we'll go to appearance right here. We'll go to this arrow, appearance. We'll go to the last one, miscellaneous 3D textures. And from here, if we go down, 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 we can see a lot of knurled. And now just don't know, choose one from here, drag it and place it on this surface, and here select face, because we only want this to be on this face. Alright, now let's apply the material. Right click on material, edit material, and it will be the same material, and apply, close. Nice. Now don't forget to save it. So this is the lock nut. Okay, now we'll have to do the last part, which will be the simple nut. Let's open a new SolidWorks document. And let's make here plain white. Now let's open a sketch in the front plane. And here we're gonna start with a hexagon. A polygon actually, but yeah. Anyway. So make a polygon like this, then select these 2 points and select here make horizontal. And now it's smart dimension. Let's give a dimension from this line to this one will also be 25, like it was for the bolt. And now let's go ahead and make another circle right here. This one will have the dimension 14. Let's make it 14.5. Now go to features, use extruded boss base command, and here will be 10 millimeters. Press OK. And now let's open another sketch in the right plane. And let's select 3-point arc. Let's make an arc like this. Select line and let's close this sketch. If you saw the tutorial with the bolt, we are doing the exact same thing. Make a center line. And now select this point, make here tangent, this one tangent. Now let's give here the radius, which will be 2 millimeters. Now go to features, use revolved cut, and here should be selected this center line. Press OK. Now we'll have to apply the thread here. So it should be M16 with the pitch 2. Let's go ahead and use from insert, from annotation, cosmetic thread. We'll keep these settings here and then let's select the size. M16 with the pitch 2. Select this edge as starting point. And here we're gonna keep true. Okay, so I said M16 with the pitch 2. See, after we are selecting the edge, is not possible with the pitch we want. Maybe it's because the hole is too small or too big and is not possible to make the thread with that pitch. I'm not sure about this. I'm just guessing. If you know, leave a comment and I will try to learn more things about this in the future, not to make any mistakes like this. Anyway, we can also use the other thread like we did for the other nut, for the lock nut. We're gonna go to hole wizard thread because here we definitely have it. So we're gonna select this. I almost never use cosmetic thread, so offset of 2, reverse, and here is good like this, and the size should be M16 with the pitch 2. Here is way easier, and it's also looking way better. Select here cut thread and press here OK. Now, if you want to use cosmetic thread, you can play with that hole. You can go back here, edit sketch, and you can change this dimension until you'll have there the pitch 2 millimeters for the size M16. But I'm not going to do that because I think it's useless. So I'm gonna leave it like this. Now don't forget to apply the material, edit material, the same one, and close. Now this was the last part. Let's save it. We already have all the components, and now let's go ahead and make this assembly. Let's open a new SolidWorks document, select here assembly, press here OK. And now let's browse for our documents, for our components. So you must have 6 of them in total. Click once for each of them to insert it. And now these are all. Let's make this plain white. And now the first one you will insert is gonna be fixed, so make sure that it's the base. Now let's select this face with this one and select here concentric. And now we'll select these 4 faces and go to assembly, go to mate. And we should have here width. Press OK. Now we have to limit the movement of this swivel a little bit because it's going like this. To do this, first let's find which planes are coinciding for this base and this swivel. To do this, first click on this arrow from the base. We can see the right plane. It's right here in the middle of them. Go to swivel. Let's see if we have a plane just like this, and it will be also right plane. With Ctrl pressed, select them both, and then select here limit angle. The maximum angle, let's make it 280, and the minimum angle, let's make it 80. And let's see. This is looking good. And now let's assemble the other components. This bolt, select this face with this one, select here concentric. And now let's drag it a little bit like this. Select this face with this one and select here coincident. Alright, now let's put this nut. Select this face with this one, select here coincide. Select here reverse the direction, and now we'll select this edge, a round edge with this face, and select here concentric. And now let's insert this screw. Select this face with this one and select here concentric. Reverse here the direction. And now let's insert this lock nut. We'll have to select this face with this one and select here concentric. And now let's drag it up. Select this face with this one, should coincide. And now the last mate we'll have to add is to stop this from moving up and down. And we'll select this face with this one, and we'll select here distance, and here we'll make it 25. Press OK, and now this is staying in place. Now everything is assembled. Let's see if we move this, nothing is colliding on this side, neither on this side, so everything is looking good. Now this is the assembly of this machinist jack. Now if you want to make an exploded view animation like you saw at the beginning of this video, it's very easy. After you finish the assembly, you go here to assembly and then you go here to exploded view. And now let's see how you can do this. First, you must take it logically, like which components are coming out first. For example, from this whole assembly, it's this nut the first one, or this one is the first one, or this screw. So we're gonna start with this nut, click on it, click on this arrow, drag it outside, and then right click once to move to the next step. Here on the left we can see the steps. So now we have one step, which is taking this nut out of this bolt. Now the next step is going to be to take this bolt out. So we're gonna click on it, click on this arrow and drag it out. Now if you don't right click right now to move to the next step, for example, let's say that you don't right click, see, now it disappeared. You cannot right click anymore to move to the next step, but you can drag this down and it's going to move to the next step. Okay, let's go back. So roll back. Let's actually delete this one. Let's say that we are back to step number 2. So you didn't right click, so you didn't move to the next one, to the third one. You drag this one, you don't right click, and now you click on another component and another one, and it's gonna move all of them together, all of them at the same time in the same place. We don't want this. So make sure that after each move you move to the next step. You know, I hope that I am expressing myself right so you can understand. So now we are again at the step number 2. We only want this bolt to go out this way, right? Right click, and now we are at step number 3. We want to take this nut out, right click on it and drag it out. Right click and we move to step number 4, which is, let's say, to move this screw out. Click on it, drag it, and right click. And now we are at the step number 5. We can see here the step that we are going to make. Now let's move this swivel out. Click on it and drag it in the direction you want to move it. Right click and move to the next step. Now if you want to move the base, it's also good. Alright, now you have all the steps. If you want more steps, you can move these components in another directions and so on. After you make the exploded view, press OK. And now your assembly is not assembled anymore. You'll have to go here on the left to assembly, right click on it, and either click here animate collapse or click here collapse, and it's going to be assembled again. And now if you want to see the animation, right click on this assembly too and select here animate explode. And now we can see all the steps that we made, but they are animated. See, for example, when I was saying that you have to right click after each of the components you want to move, now this bolt is going outside, kind of to the left, and these two are going up. If we didn't move to the next step after the bolt and we have selected these two also, they were all going in the same direction and in the same place and at the same time with the bolt. So it's very important to move to the next step after each component you want to make a new move. Alright, if you want to save this animation, press here pause to stop it and then click here save animation. And here select the type you want to save it as, MP4 or AVI, MKV, and then just click save. Alright, so this was the tutorial for today. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next one.